We will not be silent until Quinton Simon has justice.
We've been silent for weeks, so we're done after today.
Well, does the law apply everywhere for protesting, like, or is it just this?
You have to get a permit to go over there.
Chief, do
No,
not.
not this street, but like if you go to the jail or the courthouse or downtown marching, you can do that without a
Chief,
permit.
do nothing. If you're listening, that one sign ain't stopping us. That's a fact.
They just got too risky with all the threats, and that's really what stopped it. Like,
Oh my God. Listen, I am not trying to laugh. This isn't a funny situation, but did that not seem like something straight out of a movie? Was that not straight up a scene from a horror movie? It's like things kind of go quiet. The camera starts focusing on that one person in the dark. He has a candle to his face. Those signs ain't stopping us. Those signs ain't gonna stop nothing. And it's like, whoa. Oh, I am sorry, but that really just took me out. When you're sitting here constantly covering cases about sad, depressing things, little moments like that just... it takes you out of this world of darkness, and it just brings you to, I don't know, it just kind of wakes you up from this slumber of diving into these depressing stories. And after watching this candlelight vigil for Quinton last night, it was sad, and I'm beginning to lose hope that Quinton's going to be found. I don't know what's going to happen going forward in this investigation. And the visual was sad. They're playing music. They're saying prayers. They're doing poetry. And then the one guy just comes on screen holding that candle to his face. That sign ain't going to stop us. But if you had a hard time understanding what is happening here, at the candlelight vigil last night, after it was over, you see this group of people out there. Many of them are the protesters who have been outside of Quinton's house. Now, those aren't the YouTubers. These, I think, are mainly people who are actually from the area. And from what they're saying, they've been quiet for a couple of weeks now, and they're about to come back. And I told you all at the beginning of this case that I thought this was going to get crazy. And it did. This became one of the craziest cases I've ever covered. Just going back, and it seems almost like it was a lifetime ago, but it was literally like 2 weeks ago. People were outside of this house fighting. We had someone dressed as a breathalyzer. It got crazy. But then everything stopped. Now, if you want my honest opinion, the signs out there, that did not stop the protesters. The protesters did not stop coming because of those signs. And they said it right there in the video. They stopped coming because they met some opposition. That one lady, who I guess people say came down here from New Jersey, that one lady that came down here who was assaulted with her bullhorn by that lame dude, she shut all of it down. It's crazy that some of these protesters, they do this for a living. And when I say they do this for a living, I literally mean they make a living off of going and screaming outside of people's houses. Now, of course, all of the protesters who were outside of Quinton's, not all of them are YouTubers and clout chasers. Some of them are just people from the area who went down there. But all of these professional protesters who take it upon themselves to make people's lives a living hell for a living, literally, they couldn't take it for 2 seconds. They met 5 minutes of opposition and immediately crumbled. Some of them went to jail, and then they hauled ass out of town. All because of one lady with a bullhorn put a stop to all of that madness. Well, anyways, the protesters, they're threatening to come back. They said that they've been quiet for too long, and now they're going to come back. And I can tell you all right now, ladies and gentlemen, I do not doubt them for 1 second. Why would I doubt these people who we literally watched sit outside of this house for a month, basically, on end. Why would I doubt that they would come back? And then, as I reported to you all earlier on, the search for Quinton Simon within that landfill, if they do not find Quinton by December 9th, it looks as if they are going to end that search. Now, what they're saying right now is on the 9th, they're going to end the search, and then they're going to reevaluate how they're going to take this case going forward. So we don't know if that means that they're going to say, hey, we want to search out in that landfill for another couple of weeks. We don't know if they're just going to end it and they're going to, explore other avenues. We don't know what's going to happen. But as of right now, it looks like the search is ending on the 9th of December. Now, if this search ends and no charges are pressed, then I'm going to tell you all right now, I am warning you all right now, these people are going to get riled up and they're going to start acting crazy again. And what's going to happen is we're going to be right back to square one again in this case. I know that when you followed this case as closely as I have, and all of you all who have been watching these videos, it seems like a lot has been happening. Because a lot has been transpiring outside of the home and stuff, but as far as this investigation goes, we've literally gotten nowhere, basically. As far as we know, we haven't really gotten anywhere. And it looks as if if they don't find Quinton soon, they're going to stop searching for him in that landfill. And then what's going to happen is these people are going to be emboldened to come right back to Quinton's house, and we're going to be right back on square one again. People outside of Quinton's acting a fool. Billie, Joe, and them doing what they can to make the people leave. We're going to have the police getting called again. More people will go to jail. And everyone's going to be demanding answers, and everyone's going to be demanding justice. But justice does not come when you want it to come. Things happen on their own time, and we always have to remember that. It's easy, and I'm in this position as well. It's easy to lose hope. It's easy to feel like this case is going nowhere. It's easy to feel like we have reached a dead end and nothing's going to come of this. But from looking at other cases, we know that sometimes it takes years. Sometimes it takes years for there to be a breakthrough. Sometimes it takes years for some new evidence to fall into the investigator's hands. Like, we don't know what's going to happen. The future is uncertain. But what is certain is that I'm going to be paying attention to this case. And I know there are a lot of you all out there watching this video right now that are going to pay attention to this case. And we're not going to let this case just blow in the wind and be forgotten about. Sure, there will be other cases that arise, and there already has been other cases that arise that may need some of our time and attention. But we're not going to forget about Quinton. We're not going to forget that there has been no justice, and we're going to make sure that justice is served. Now, the way we can do that is by spreading awareness, by keeping his name out there. So make sure when you see some posts on social media about Quinton, share it. When you see a video about Quinton, share it. That's some of the best, that's the best many of us can do. You know, because going out there and screaming bloody murder in their front yard, it's not going to change anything. But like I said, I don't know what's going to happen from here. But I do suspect that if answers aren't found within the next week or so, I suspect that I suspect that this case is going to get crazy and spiral out of control again. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but I'm just going ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and prepare you all like I prepared you all the first time, because it looks like we're going to get to that point. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.